And that win for Schalke amazingly lifts them off the bottom of the table above Mainz, who are just on 6 solitary points. Jurgen, let's start, shall we, with Matthew Hoppe. What a great performance! What a time to get a hat trick! And this is a player that you were saying you knew when he was much younger.
Well, it's a Southern Californian kid that came through a youth club here called Strikers FC in Irvine, Southern California, then went to the Barca Academy in Arizona. So he came through the American Youth Academy system, and then obviously Schalke picked him up, I think a year and a half ago. And Schalke is one of the best academy systems in Germany. You know, it's not a coincidence that a lot of top talents in Germany come out of the Schalke production line. And seeing him there today scoring 3 goals in probably one of the most difficult moments of Schalke's history, and the history of Schalke is more than 100 years old, is just incredible. I mean, this is a fairy tale story. You know, Matthew Hoppe is scoring 3 goals, and I think Schalke was by then now 31 games without winning, and this is incredible, and it should make the kid super proud. It should make, you know, I mean, the youth system in America super proud, and obviously it's a big deal today at Schalke.
But the interesting thing is, it's maybe not as big a deal as it might have been a few years ago, because we're seeing this more and more, Jurgen. It seems everywhere we look of a weekend, there are young American players coming through and making an impact.
Yeah, and this is fantastic. I mean, it's fantastic to see that pipeline from the United States going into Europe. If it's coming out of the academy system, the youth clubs, or it comes out of MLS clubs, it's there now. The production is there, going overseas or staying here in the country. So there is so much talent now, and we often said that over the last 10, 15 years. You know, I mean, the under-17 national team, the under-20 national team, they always finish off in the final 8 of World Cups. So there is a tremendous amount of talent coming out of the United States, and now seeing them breaking through in big clubs in Europe, if it's Barcelona, if it's Weston McKennie at Juve, if it's Tyler Adams we saw today at Leipzig, or Giovanni Reina at Dortmund, and so on. Now we have a kid like Matthew Hoppe scoring 3 goals in a Bundesliga game. I mean, that's just fantastic, and it should give everybody a big smile.
Well, it certainly gave one player in particular a big smile, Weston McKennie, showing on social media. Of course, former Schalke player celebrating the fact that they finally registered a victory. This is a man who, of course, made that move to Juventus in the summer, and I don't think many would have expected him to have the playing time and the impact that he has. Of course, scored against Milan a few days ago. Jurgen, just try and put into context that step up and how well he has made it.
Well, what Weston McKennie achieved in such a short period of time is just tremendous. It's outstanding, you know. And he's a young player that has the bite. A young player, he's outgoing. He's going there. He's going abroad. He's determined to learn the language, to adapt to a new culture, to make friends within the locker room and also outside, you know, the soccer environment, which is very, very important. So he was determined from day one on, when he went overseas, that he will make his way, and that's what he did. But don't forget, I mean, he was educated, he was formed at FC Dallas, and step by step he got more and more mature, and then when the moment came, he took that chance, and he's fighting his way through, and so do many other American kids. And this is just it's just a huge compliment for everybody that is close to those players.
No offence to Schalke, Robbo. We've seen people go from clubs like that to big clubs like Juventus and just go missing, just crumble, not be able to deal with the pressure. He seems to be loving it.
He certainly does. He started the very first game and he played as a holding midfield player, and he played very well. Then he didn't play quite so well, and people said about his lack of creativity. Well, he's got back into the team and he showed great dynamism. He's a top midfield player. He can get up and down the field. He's made forward runs. He's scoring goals. He's versatile as well. And I think Pirlo's getting the best out of him because he's playing him on the right-hand side a little bit further forward. He's making runs into the box in between the two strikers. When he came on against Milan, I was surprised he didn't actually start the game. He came on as a right wing back and then he moved to left wing back, and that's where he scored his goal. So he's versatile as well, and he can show both sides of the game. He's good when they're in possession, but he's also good defensively, and he's added a lot of dynamism to that Juventus midfield. So it's been a great start for his Juventus career.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.